Dangerous smoke from wildfires is no longer just affecting the western United States.
Smoke from Canadian wildfires has reached the Midwest and East Coast this summer with a mixture of air pollutants. It's unhealthy to breathe and can be dangerous for children, the elderly, and people with respiratory conditions.
But as Danya Bacchus reports, a recent study shows controlled burns may have a significant impact on wildfire smoke exposure.
Unhealthy air has blanketed large swaths of the country recently, caused by wildfire smoke. But one way to clear that dangerous air may be fire itself.
Most recently, we're burning to try to mitigate the effects of wildfires, try to reduce the size and the severity of the wildfires.
Professor Frank Davis, the landscape ecologist at the University of California, Santa Barbara, participated in a controlled burn at California's Cedric Reserve.
The wildfires burn big and hot, and they produce big smoke plumes that go long distances. Controlled burns tend to be more local smoke plumes because they're burning small burns and they're burning them in shorter periods of time.
A new study from Harvard, the U.S. Forest Service, and the National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration found prescribed burns, those intentionally set by fire experts in controlled conditions, could greatly reduce the overall exposure to wildfire smoke throughout the western United States.
The West Coast both experienced the largest smoke exposures, but also contributed most to the burden of smoke for basically the entire West.
The study's lead author, Makoto Kelp, says the research team observed the size of the burn matters.
So we find that larger prescribed burns on the order of like 1,000 acres or so may reduce smoke impacts from future large wildfires, but very few of these kinds of burns are happening in the most important areas.
Both Kelp and Davis say there's still a lot to learn from prescribed burns, but that it's one tool to help protect land and people from the dangerous effects of wildfires. Danya Bacchus, CBS News, Los Angeles.